Isn't it tiring having to change the battery of a certain machine after every cycle? The problem starts when we have to keep a proper reminder and a battery backup. Are you facing the same issue? Well, you are at the right place. We happen to have the exact solution that you would love. Stay tuned till the end because what we are going to reveal will blow your mind. Hey there! Welcome to the channel, and let's start today's video without any delay, but with a surprise. How about a battery that can last up to 28,000 years? Yes, it is a fact and not a joke. This battery will help power for 28,000 years, which means your complete line of generations that is uncountable will not have to think about power generation. That is so fascinating, isn't it? Why not talk you through the developments in this regard? The idea of this game-changing innovation came to life after a few people from San Francisco decided to start a company, a Nano Diamond Battery, or NDB company. This company claims to name a high-powered diamond-based alpha, beta, and neutron voltaic battery. It might be a little too technical, but it's essential to mention. These people decided to come out with a battery that could give life for about 28,000 years. Its genesis was completed after combining radioactive isotopes from nuclear waste with an ultra-slim layer of nanodiamonds to assemble this battery. Do you know what the catch is? It's completely safe for humans. Unbelievable, right? A battery powered by nuclear waste is safe for humans. As unreal as it may sound, it is the truth. The Nano Diamond Battery wishes to start selling the battery to commercial partners, covering the B2B distribution line, which also includes the space agencies for long-duration missions within the next 2 years. For the B2C line, where the company will directly contact the consumer, they have been working on a version of this battery that could be sold to the consumers, likely to provide power for their smartphones or electric cars for over a decade without charge. Well, with the overall shortage of semiconductors in the global market, this battery could actually save lives. Not only this, it can help save money, energy, and property. Things will get a lot easier for a lot of people. Just imagine, in less than 2 years, you might be able to purchase a smartwatch with a radioactive diamond battery that will last decades and outlast you and your descendants. Your insulin pump or pacemaker might be powered for the rest of your life with just one battery. It might also power a space rover that collects regolith samples on Mars for decades without the need for human intervention. This sounds a little too good to be true, isn't it? So let's look into the prospects of this invention, shall we? Onto the specs. This Nano Diamond Battery uses up to an impossible layer of tiny crystalline diamonds. Well, you already would have guessed the price point for this one. It's the diamonds we are talking about. So why diamonds? Diamonds have a high thermal conductivity, making them excellent for electronic devices. According to a paper from the University of Houston's College of Engineering, they are the most well-known natural heat conductor and are 3 to 4 times more effective than copper or silver. In short words, a diamond can act both as a semiconductor and heat sink. Chemical vapor deposition, a process in which gases at extremely high temperatures cause carbon to crystallize on a substrate material, is used to grow these microscopic diamonds. NDB recognizes that this method causes a cost constraint because creating unique diamonds is energy-intensive and costly. Each radioactive waste graphic unit will contain a single crystalline diamond that absorbs energy from the isotopes. Because of diamond's inherent and rare property of having the highest energy conductivity, it can quickly transfer heat from the radioactive graphic, and the transaction so quick will help generate electricity. The use case of these diamonds extends far beyond just acting as a semiconductor. The layers of these diamonds are placed in such a manner that they will not only collect charge, but will also prevent radiation leakage. Nano Diamond Battery has claimed that the amount of radiation the battery will emit is less than those emitted by the human body. Wait a minute, does the human body emit radiation? Yes. All objects, including human bodies, emit electromagnetic radiation. Such radiation is sometimes called thermal radiation. Most of the radiation emitted by the human body is in the infrared region, which is somewhere around a wavelength of 12 microns. So now, you can imagine why and how this battery is completely safe for humans. Nima Golsharifi, CEO and co-founder of NDB, said, "As members of society, we are extremely concerned about the welfare of the planet and are focused on lowering climate change to protect our planet for future generations." With the NDB battery, we have achieved a massive, groundbreaking, proprietary technological breakthrough of a battery that is emission-free, lasts thousands of years, and only requires access to natural air in order to power devices. As of today, the firm hasn't produced the batteries yet, but they have the protocol ready. Their proof-of-concept design is called Diamond Nuclear Voltaic. The same was presented in 2016 by the scientists from the University of Bristol using waste graphite blocks. In short, we can call these out as the diamond batteries. The manufacturing variants of these batteries would have the power capacity of 1.5 volts, 3.0 volts, 4.0 volts, and 6 volts. Yuri Gogotsky, director of the A.J. Drexel Nanomaterials Institute at Drexel University in Philadelphia, said that these are artificially boron-doped diamonds. This means that the process behind producing these diamonds will evolve the diamonds into blue color and higher conductivity than the average diamonds. But getting the original blue diamond is not possible when it comes to large-scale production. Indeed, blue diamonds are available naturally on Earth, but they are rarer and even more expensive than artificial blue diamonds. In that case, the company had to look to make artificial ones. Why do you think a blue diamond is necessary anyway? Though the company is planning for an artificially created blue diamond to be used in NDB's battery by adding trace amounts of boron contained in their carbon structure, which will give the diamonds a beautiful blue hue, so that these diamonds can mimic the actual blue diamond, a reminiscent of true blue diamonds, which are some of the rarest gemstones on Earth. In a 2018 study in Nature, it was discovered that blue diamonds are formed in Earth's lower mantle, which is about 410 miles to 1,680 miles below the surface. A 0.3 carat light blue diamond would cost roughly around $15,700. That's because you can only find blue diamonds in 3 mines in the entire world. For a 0.25 carat dark blue diamond, you will have to pay $75,000. Gogotsky says that the NDB has sourced radioactive isotopes from nuclear waste and that they will use radioactive isotopes of uranium and plutonium, which will probably come from radioactive power plants' waste. From there, single crystal diamonds as small as a few square millimeters transport heat away from radioactively decaying isotopes at such a rapid rate that the transaction creates electricity. You're probably scratching your head, wondering what the catch is. Is there a diamond battery out there that consumes nuclear waste, lasts hundreds of years, and only needs the tiniest diamond layers? It's a little more difficult than that. For one thing, each battery cell produces a limited quantity of energy. Therefore, scientists must combine the cells in vast numbers to create massive power gadgets on a regular basis, raising the cost and increasing the complexity. Nima Gol-Sharifi, the CEO of NDB, says, the decay sources deposit their energy onto the NDB transducer, which converts the kinetic energy of the incident radiation to electrical energy. The size of the Nano Diamond Battery cells is an advantage for scalability. Let's take the example of a wristwatch. The small watch consumes around 2 microwatts, so a much smaller NDB cell would be sufficient. Therefore, if the battery needs to power a different application, the number of stacked cells can be increased to meet the demand. Now, there is some issue with regard to wear and tear. The developers have implanted the nuclear waste inside the diamond cells, which creates a natural structural weakness that, statistically speaking, will tend to fail in some of the cells over time. Therefore, when the Nano Diamond Battery becomes widely available in the future, there's a chance that some of the cells might break or simply go to waste with the devices that they power. This is potentially a huge issue we may have to face in the future, as wastage will create an issue of nuclear waste, which is inevitable if large numbers of batteries are used. This doesn't mean that the diamond battery wouldn't be a worthwhile pursuit. These batteries could even be useful in space vehicles that need to run for years. For instance, Voyager, NASA's iconic space probe, is meant to study the outer solar system. Each generator's power output begins at 158 watts. The energy will be less than what needs to power a household light fixture for a year. For now, NDB plans on launching a smartwatch, which is expected to launch in 2022. Not far. So, are you excited? Leave a comment on your views. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notifications.